What's up, Sooner fans? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. If you're not part of what's happening, make sure you click the subscribe button. We're ramping into basketball season, and what a team the Sooners have, Jay, uh, as they move up to number 11 in the rankings. A little higher than maybe even I thought they would be. I thought they would be in at 13, but they move up spots all the way up to number 11. Their highest ranking, I think, since 2015, 2016, Jay, which was the last time they started undefeated. That year they went 12-0, and everyone knows where they ended up that year. It was in the Final Four. Again, this team, uh, very deserving of this ranking, Jay. With who they've beaten in this non-con, they deserve to be top 11.
Well, and they moved up 8 spots this week, and a lot of people thought maybe they could get in the top 10, but I think 11's a great spot. You look at it, they have one game this week on Saturday. Uh, if they win that one, then the other rankings will come up next Monday. There's a chance with if anybody loses, they'll be in the top 10 when they go up against North Carolina a week from Wednesday, which is the big test, I would say, to close out the non-con schedule. The rest of the games in the non-con, not a whole lot of I would say, great teams, games you should win. So, but you're right. Looking at their schedule, non-con so far, who they've beaten: Iowa, USC, Providence, and
USC.
Arkansas. And here's the thing: out of all those games, only one of those was on their home court, which is says a lot about this team. And also, um, only one of those games, and that being USC, was really a game down the stretch. They've pretty much manhandled all four of those except, or all three of them except USC. So really playing well. They got so many weapons. I think when we saw it firsthand on Saturday at the BOK Center, uh, there's no more day. The days are gone where you say Arkansas way more athletic than Oklahoma. Can't say that anymore. Can't say Providence way more athletic. Can't say any of the teams they played right now are more athletic. OU's got a squad. They got a very athletic squad. They got shooters. They got guys, role players, and you heard Musselman talk about it with Sam Godwin. He knows his role and he plays it to the best. Of sometimes he mentioned he compared him like best in the country at his role. Like he knows his role so well.
Yeah, and that's what's going to separate this team in March, Jay, is they have veteran leadership at the guard position. And look, Uzan's not a
I
veteran,
wouldn't
but
say
golly, he played all his freshman.
Yeah, I wouldn't say veteran because they're so young
Yeah,
still. But
well, uh, I would disagree with how many games that Uzan played as a freshman. He's not a sophomore. He's not your typical sophomore.
true.
McCollum's played a lot of basketball. These are guys that played a lot. Owe last year played quite a bit. It's not like they haven't been around on the floor in big time games. And look, the Big 12 is loaded. I think 6 teams are ranked. They're going to be very tough every game that they play. But what OU has done with this non-con is set them up to really finish with, you get in the top half of this league, Jay, you're going to be a top 4 seed in the tournament.
Oh, for sure. And the way it's going right now, I mean, I looked at their Big 12 schedule and it's absolutely brutal. And but here's the thing: you're battle tested a little bit with who you played, and you're going to get another one with North Carolina. So it's not like you're going into Big 12 play having to play a lot of no name teams, and you're looking good, and you could think, well, is this team for real? I mean, I think what you've seen from this team is, I think this team is for real because they keep winning and keep beating teams that are really talented teams, and so that's what I think bodes really well. And they have guys. Listen, they have guys that if they have a team that if one guy's not scoring, they have other guys. There's been multiple games this year where they've had four guys in double figures. So it's not reliant on one guy. I felt like last year maybe I really felt like Grant Sherfield. If he wasn't scoring, I felt like they struggled a lot. Just didn't have a whole lot of guys that could really fill that role. You got multiple guys now, especially with Owe. Owe to me has been maybe the surprise of the team how well he's playing. I mean, I knew he's good, but he's playing outstanding.
And again, there's one thing I think you still have to wait on this team, Jay. OU has not had a true road test yet. Uh, I understand the BOK Center was probably 65-35 or 70-30 Arkansas. However, it was not a true road environment. Uh, against North Carolina. That's in Charlotte. That's going to be a true road test. And we'll see at that game kind of how they respond to adversity on the road, because the environments that they're going to go into in the Big 12 are going to be hostile. And we'll see how close, I like the chemistry of this team. I like the makeup of the team. But sometimes until you face that hostile environment where things start going haywire a little bit, sometimes you can't tell how they're going to respond. So that's the one thing I think you got to wait on as a Sooner fan.
And I think another thing too is when they get their first loss, how are they going to respond? Because, you get going on the streak and you're like, streak and haven't lost. Well, how do you respond after you lose? Do you lose 2 to 3 in a row, or do you just answer right back and get another W? I think that's going to be key with this team. Because let's just, for instance, if they lose to North Carolina, then they're going to win a couple after that. But if you go undefeated through conference play and your first loss is Iowa State in the Big 12, and then you got some gauntlet. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond to a loss whenever that happens. Who knows when that's going to be, the way this team's playing. But I'll say this about true road environment. What this team has that will do and perform well on the road is defense. And I think you hear it said all the time, defense travels. And I think they got a squad that is very athletic and can defend extremely, extremely well. The other day against Arkansas, first half Arkansas had 25 points. That's really good defense. And we were there. A lot of the possessions were going down to the last part of the shot clock. Maybe part of that was due to Arkansas, but OU was playing great defense, nothing given to them. And then also you have, the rebounding, basically the basic stuff that you're seeing on defense, the chemistry that they play well together, they move on defense well together. That should travel well. So I think they're in that aspect. I think they're good things are ahead for the Sooners.
Yeah, and I would say the other thing that the Sooner team's got to get better on, Jay, is rebounding a little bit. I think that's rebounding and turnovers. I agree. You're going to be in every game. You're going to be in every game with the way that the defense has been playing. So great news for the Sooner basketball program, guys, viewers. Top 11. This team probably going to be sneaking in the top 10 next week, like Jay said, if anyone loses. So a top 10 basketball program in the Big 12 with the games that they have, it should be packed every home game at LNC, guys. To watch this team, and it's going to be an exciting few months as we get to March, Jay. A lot of excitement around this program. Kudos to Porter Moser, well deserving of a top 11 ranking, and get out there Saturday against Green Bay from the Horizon League. Great things coming for the Sooner squad. Appreciate you guys joining us. If you're not a member or a subscribed viewer of the Sooner Surge, make sure you click that button. Appreciate it. Till next time, Boomer.
Sooner.